lately.
Hello there, Vanagon addicts. It's Ken Wilford at Vanagon. We are going to, still in Belize, we're going to be installing a new kind of injector onto our van today. So I thought I'd bring you with us and let you see how it goes together. And I've never did this before, so I'll be figuring it out along with you guys. Okay, so this is our stuff here. It has new injectors that are actually for a Ford. So, yeah, very modern and up to the minute. Okay, and then we also have a new fuel rail this goes into. Okay, that's way beefier than the original. I'm probably going to put some lube or something on these O-rings, help it slide in here better. But you know, there's some assembly required here. I've never installed this before. He's got some fittings for the line ends. I'm sorry we're so zoomed, but this is as far as away as I can get this camera. And also do this. I'll move over. Maybe we'll get a little bit better picture that way. Let me move over a little bit here. And then I can tilt this up. Yeah, maybe that's better. You get a better overview, and hopefully the camera doesn't swerve all over the place. Alright, so get these fittings out of here. You can see we've been doing our motor install for the last few days, and it's not really hard work, but it's so hot and humid here when you're in, you know, the tropics, or whatever you want to call it. It's so hot, you have to kind of pace yourself on what you're doing, or you're going to basically have a heart attack or something, or a heat stroke. So, if I'm going slow and talking slow, that's probably why. Alright. So we're going to do one of these at a time. And once you do one, once I show you one, you know, that should be enough for you to know what's happening here. Alright, the only thing I'm not seeing, which I thought, okay, I think he changed this. Alright, so I'm going to keep it in the camera here. Now we're going to put these on. So you got these like end fittings. These are, you know, really super like aircraft, race car quality stuff and things happening here. Okay, this is all machined, you know, really well. This guy that makes these kits, you know, he's a really cool dude, and as far as this is about the third or fourth iteration of this, he keeps changing it to make it better. But I think this one is pretty much perfect at this point. Okay, so we got them on there. And now we need to put our fittings on, which, you know, these are what they call end fittings. Again, it's something that you would use on an airplane or a race car. But we're putting them on a Vanagon, you know, because that's how we roll here, you know what I'm saying? We just loves our Vanagons, and we will put race car stuff and things on them, you know, because we love them so much. Alright, so there's this stuff. Let's see how that's together. Pretty easy. I've never had anyone call me to ask me how to do this, so I was assuming they were having no problems. Kind of like a little okay. Alright. You can tell I'm not awake yet. Alright, so This is like the mount that he came up with that just allows this thing to mount on here. I'm probably holding it wrong too. But it replaces that little eyeglass piece that holds the injector, so the injectors get, you know, clumped between the engine and this. So I mean, really, that's all there is to putting this together. I thought this video was gonna be longer. And you just kind of pop these in. I got some of this stuff here. Super lube. You ever heard about super lube? I haven't, but whatever. We use it. Super lube, aka Vaseline, probably. But you know, shh, don't tell anybody. Super lube is amazing. It was created in 1954 by Billy and his brother Jimmy, while they was you know, putting some Vaseline on their lips, and they started talking and started talking about super lube. All right, I don't know, I just made stuff up. All right, so here's this. That's in there with a little bit of super lube. We're gonna do this one, super lube this one, and just pushes in there real nice. Boom. And that's it. That's all there is to that. Okay, so now I just got to put it on the car. I got to turn the camera off and go back up there, and we'll show you that also. Alright guys, so I'm getting ready to put this in. I actually put one in on this side already, and it's pretty easy. Okay, putting these fittings on the ends here, they have an O-ring that kind of seals them. Like I said, you put some super lube on these or Vaseline, slide them in there. Alright, then on the back side here, like the part that has the etching or whatever you want to say, injector rebuild, I think is what the company is. You face that up, and then underneath you've got this bracket, okay, that kind of goes, there's two holes down here, and it goes so that it goes between the injectors pointing up, okay. So I'm gonna put this together real quick if I can without dropping stuff. It's just pretty easy, goes together pretty nice. You know, it's just a little, I'm trying to juggle like 5 little bits here while I'm filming this. Alright. I would go back to the workbench, but you know, there's 2 other bolts here. That's for where it goes. Look at that. Slink goes right through there. Alright, try again. Make sure it goes slink. It's always big. This is a technical term when the bolt goes through the hole properly. Slink. Alright, look at that. That's what we're talking about. Getting stuff and things done and whatnot. Okay, so you just put them in there. Da-da-da-da-da. That on. I'm going to tighten it down. We got our little buddies we're going to put on here. Little friends. I mean, what we really need is like those, you know, instead of having these things in the rubber line, we want these stainless steel braided lines, you know, that goes around. That way we really would feel like this is a race car situation going on here. I mean, everybody knows that a Vanagon and a race car is pretty much the exact same thing. That's what I've always been told. I mean, these fittings even have safety wire holes in them, so you can safety wire them for an aircraft. So I'm telling you, it's like an aircraft grade thing. Alright, so I'm going to go down here on this side and put this in. You're probably not going to be able to see it, but maybe I'll take some video with my phone later so you can kind of see exactly, you know, how it just sits in there. You just push, you know, push it into these two holes here in the intake, and then the middle bracket thing goes to that little hole where the eyeglass looking thing used to that clip to. And that's pretty much it. It's not really complicated.